here, and you can see the rotation's going to start coming through. I think bjor just had to burn the dash, and XSET running straight forward into the side here. But we do have that rotation coming through. The snake bite not quite preventing the peek there, and that is a problem. Massive damage from the back, and Luminosity are going to have to play the retake game. The spike is going down.
Yeah, really good follow-up from Zekin off the initial take, which was a little sloppy from XSET's point of view, but for Luminosity, you've got the ability to try to hit this from multiple points. Trap wire the back elbow, and then hit this from 2 areas at the same time. First point of contact will come by way of the tunnel. Good shots coming through from both Mata and Tig together, leaving it now just down to Aaron, who can do nothing. That is a beautiful dissection of the initial setup from XSET from LG's retake.
Yeah, great way to start things off here on the defense with that first pistol round. With the spike down though, I mean, it is breeze, so you know, got these long ranges to play with. So sight behind the toxic screen, spike going down immediately here. The cage going up as well to provide some extra cover. And Luminosity, they're going to have to try to close the distance here. But against, again, these rifles, it will be tough.
Oh, good help from BCJ. I was about to sit there and say the only way that you could possibly foil this post plan is if you catch them off the exit. They missed their timing to stop this play initially. And I think it's just largely, again, the call is very greedy from XSET. You feel like going into Spectres, you're going to 4-man rush into the A site. But once you get this spike planted, it's so difficult to break this post plant with just Spectres. Moves along the back, trying to find something to open up maybe a post plant play. The trap wire reveals him, but it doesn't stop him from finding a double. Now moving forward, time becoming a problem as Dazzle's able to get into the mix. There will not be enough time for a defuse, but this was not as clean as I initially had set up for XSET actually starts to scout things out in towards A. You've got Cryo, who's super far forward. Dazzle's just looking to play a 1-for-1 corner. He gets found in the side, and oh boy, not good news! Even worse news! Cryo able to snap on for a second, and as Zekin enters into the site, the spike will fall for a quick moment, leaving Moose by his lonesome, and that might be enough as he finds a double of his own. Now it rests on bjor for the 1v2.
Yeah, I can see that spike is down. That will be collected. But bjor, full utility. The dash is available in this 1 versus 2. Quite unsure as to where his opponent is, and there's Cryo finishing it off, finding a good timing there for that backstab. 4 kills.
Know that there's a player in the corner. The shorty in hand would suggest that he does. There's the check and the kill plus the tailwind away. How sneaky is that from bjor? The most unexpected way to get a trade, and then to open up the door and find one more, taking down Cryo cells. This is not going to dissuade XSET from hitting, though. The last remaining 3 players have made their way on and successfully funded a couple of trades, but Dazzle holding the high ground on the stairs over the new box will at least be able to take down the null command, but there's a resurrection will come through. So full will be the actual trade itself. Pig nowhere to go. What a play from a little bit of help is starting to come through, and that's the read. Not the kill, but at least the read. XSET's still going to try to push forward, using this as an opportunity to try to pinch this site into 2 pieces. And as bjor rotates back over, we still have to wonder about the defenders on the site, but also Mata, who can now move forward with Seekers as he tries to hit the flank.
And time is, oh, what a shot there from Mata. What a great punish. And there is just no time here for this one. That's such a problem. 9 seconds to go. Just Aaron left on the site, and he's going to go down as Moose has found a timing. Actually, might get a catch as the push comes into the B site. Moose, indeed. What a shot there onto BCJ. Very little weaponry to work with, but LG doing what they can. And that retake wall backside from Tig is doing some work here, providing him that extra cover to get that 1v1 and keep the presence backside alive. Despite the spike being down, despite the Viper's pit being there on that spike, there is a good chance here for Luminosity as they bring themselves together in this retake.
The thing is, Def is on a late lurk. He could maybe stop this post plant just by being the last one in. But it does require that the members inside this Viper's pit do stay alive, and Def does catch bjor. So now, LG, you have to go. You've got to go quicker than this, too. Aaron's still holding on to every single corner possible, able to see Moose, but not able to convert on the elimination. Hold on a second. We've got a defuse starting to come through. Aaron will fall. Now it's all down to Def. 3 different members to deal with. Gets the first 2, but does not handle the third. And LG sneak away.
Cryo's looking to punish any plays for information in mid. And this is going to be a tough move. Oh, gets beyond it. And actually finds the kill into Def. Very unexpected, but still, XSET looking to power their way into the site. They get backside control as Cryo is causing issues in mid. And it's down to Tig and Dazzle now in the 2 versus 3, trying to scrape together that very last round.
Cryo's watching for this. And now is that he's heard it. You just give the information over. Put Tig in the worst position possible. find the easy kill. Absolutely is. Really from both sides, because yeah, you've got a full stack from Luminosity through Halt, but XSET are in a position to deal with this because they backed off the A side almost completely. You've got help through mid, and they've almost entrapped LG completely. And well, I say almost, I think we can definitively put the nail in the coffin on this one. That is a really interesting setup for Luminosity, but XSET had every read they possibly could need to deal with it.
And we get some angles worked in mid as well at the same time. But LG is starting to run out of health, starting to run out of players and time as well.
Yeah, they're running out of everything, Dan. Aaron on the back. He read this whole rotation and single-handedly will deal with it. And it's going to be a Prime Gaming flawless for XSET.
This should be quite interesting. bjor, you know, speaking of which, he's going to make his way up halls.
No.
Oh, 2 players. Bit tricky, that one. And sadly, Luminosity are in a really tricky spot now. Will be making their way forward, and so far they are wrapping the side effectively, dealing with those defenders. They've got the space to plant the spike now.
Tig caught though on the reload. I was about to say his route through the double doors is exquisite for Luminosity, trying to stop XSET from reinforcing the site, but he gets caught maybe going a little bit too far forward. And now it's on to Dazzle. 1v3. Has a little bit of space to work with, and one shock dart. Isolates for the first onto Aaron. Flash will come through, and that actually doesn't really amount to too much, but eventually the KO of Zekin will come around the corner, find the timing needed, and it will be XSET who take the 11th round.
The luck up, if he clears it, they can have a way back. Price loss will be an issue later on, but Aaron able to take down bjor there in that little nook, and they will indeed use it as a fake. They're going to go back, and indeed, we've got Moose with all of this clear space. Cryo is going to get caught, but somehow gets a connection. They're lucky not to lose another one, but that might still be the case. Cryo doesn't seem to realize there was another one still in spawn, and now they're quite spread apart. Moose has to win these battles, and it's not going to be a success here against BCJ. Cryo will not whiff, and looks like everything's under control.
He's too good, Dan. And as LG will get access to the B zone, you've got Moose also getting the information on who's rotating over defensively through the defensive spawn.
Oh no! BCJ is going to come out of the drone after spotting Moose, and Moose will not get the punish. That is very unfortunate because that could end up costing them the round. We'll see what Luminosity can do here on this defense. The weaponry is really a cause for concern, but what a shot from Dazzle, absolutely nailing Cryo and Def. Just assassinating them, and now BCJ's got nothing to work with, and there you go. Luminosity,
wow.
And the cam is set up in mid here, so they're relying completely on Def and Zekin here on the defense. There comes the push, the dash in, the spray is fantastic there from Zekin. Oh my god, he's taken down absolutely every last one. The ace to close the game, 13-5. That was... We'll slow this one down with the frag grenade, and that's going to allow his teammates time to rotate. Oh, he's actually popped bjor as well.
That's tough scenes here because Aaron was right behind, ready to go with an incendiary if needed. This is going to force Luminosity to have to hit through the middle of the map, and look who's ready for it. Cryo, the timing, right behind, able to find one head, and then Zekin clans up to the last 2. Oh boy. You want to talk about just essentially forcing Luminosity in the worst possible position. XSET just showcased it. And as BCJ finds the final kill, it's XSET who take the pistol.
Well, to try to make this round a good one for them.
I'll take things you hate to see for 1,000, Dan.
Well, I mean, there's still some positioning here for Luminosity to try to get some extra damage. Spy plant would be lovely, but they have a killjoy on site to worry about. And BCJ doing a good job there, able to hold this one down, gets that info. Oh, Def goes down. That's a free site now, so they can at least get the money from this plant.
Yeah, good to be confirmed for this, and Moose has to make a choice of how he wants to try to rock this defensive post plant, like the call. Get forward, take away one entry, now your sentry turret is your next point of contact. Dazzle, of course, revealed on site. Moose able to turn 16 HP into 2 kills. Moose is a wizard, apparently, and be expended, and nothing's really going to be gained with it. The Shrouded Step has to come through. LG need to go quickly, because really, for XSET, they're already here.
And Tig made a play, though, TPing through. I don't know if that would have been audible. Death with the catch onto Marta in mid, though. And Tig's still in this position around market, looking to cause problems. Second has a good angle. It looks like he's in a good spot to maybe deal with this one. And you can see Tig is forced into a different spot, gets exposed and punished. 2 left now here for Luminosity on this defense. Make that 1 just down to Moose. And we've seen him play these positions really well, but it's just too much. Second knows his angles. Telegraphing what they're doing, so now it's guaranteed they're going towards this B site.
Yep, and these trades are fine. Oh, wow, they're actually going to spend the Hunter's Fury for this as well? Even if they were to find success finding eliminations, Clock is their biggest opponent here, Dan. 9 seconds on the clock. Tiggs has to get this kill and do it cleanly, and he's not able to. Second holding his ground for a little while longer. Spike trying to get planted, and it will just barely at the last second, leaving XSET and now a 2v2 retake. Dazzle, though, on 1 HP and Mata, less than half left in his bank.
That was like 50 milliseconds. And there is a recon available, and shock. There's at least a shock dart left as well, an incendiary too. There is plenty of util to clear out the backside. There goes the recon to see if there's anyone on the site. BCJ, I don't think he's going to find anything with his shock dart. Moving forwards now, and oh, there's one from Dazzle. Aaron cannot make the trade. From BCJ, they've got to protect it. They've got to kill the drone. They've got to kill the drone. I don't think they managed to kill the drone. BCJ's been tagged. And so that whole judge setup now, they know there's like at least 3 players around this position, so they can't decide to just leave, but they're going to go into the judge, and BCJ will connect, and the spike is down. What is happening?
This is a bloodbath between these two teams. Just when you think that there's an advantage being established, you get BCJ red and damaged up, playing in this back corner. He still turns that into an individual kill, and then help from beyond makes this a 5v3. The alarm bot mid did get triggered, so LG don't really have the opportunity to play through market, and now as XSET continue to position forwards, they find more and more kills. It's just down to Mata and B-Dog with pretty much no HP.
Yeah, we'll talk more about some of the earlier things here as we see the play from B-Dog is going to be very
be said about it. Zach now going to get established for a very quick push through. Gets his feet chewed up by a nano swarm, but the trade initially does allow BCJ to at least know that this hit is being committed, and as he takes down Dazzle, that will be a 4v3, and Luminosity's hit towards A has been completely stopped.
Yeah, it's been totally stuffed here. They'll make their way through, but that is by design at this point as far as the defense of XSET is concerned. They got that 4 versus 3. They have the lockdown available as well, so they can really make this very safe indeed. There's a world where LG might consider trying to challenge this lockdown. Otherwise, they have to give up the entire site. They get locked out by more utility. And this is... Oh, we're going to actually get the TP coming through from Tig. Faked it, the dodge. And he's actually managed to... No! He got the flank, but it wasn't for XSET.
Doesn't actually fully reveal though, so you don't know how many members are here. But as they do see B-Dog try to push forward, it's Amron who sneaks onto the site, deals with the airborne knives of the jet. And now Luminosity are kind of stuck. They're not in the site. They don't have really any good control over market. And you're in this middle kind of area where you're in dead man's land. Anytime you move from here on out, you're just essentially stuck in corners. But as Tick takes down one on the site, tries a shrouded step forward. This is Herd. Second with a quick scope, puts it down into place. And XSET back in the lead.
Actually, a big one to get to. That's Aaron gone. That's your smoker gone.
Blades out. Hunter's Fury from Dazzle to block off this re-aggression from Tree. Mata trying to take a step forward, and as he does, finds a couple. But wait a second. Wait a second. Cryo re-clears. And honestly, Moose is not here yet. Dazzle's gonna have to check this, dashing on in and then up and over, breaks the camera. That's 4 for Cryo. 1v1 with Moose. Back through Tree. Toggles it once more. Moose to check, and then bang! Cryo for the ace! Are you kidding?
What? What the hell is that? That seems so unfair.
HP. Tig playing an off angle on top of these boxes. Can he catch him by surprise? Yes, finds the first, but not the second. Cryo for the 1v2. In the back, Moose. Once again, in a very familiar position with this 1v1. Nanoswarm gets trog, and Cryo just comes around the back. 1v2. Time is going to be a bit of an issue. Hold on. It's going to be close. Can LG sneak away a 5th? Yes, they can.
Oh.
Okay, so Cryo does not confirm the clutch, and LG, they longer than I think they would have liked. And the rotation from LG through the defensive pawn is actually here safely. This comes down to, can you actually find kills on the site itself to make this easier for a retake? The answer, no. And it's a 5v3 for XSET as they try to get the spike climb it.
Yeah, looking real good right now for XSET. They're trying to poke. Oh, second around the corner. B-Dog will be able to get some inroads here with a couple kills, but it's looking really difficult for Dazzle. Has most of his health still, though. Recon coming up soon, but nice double peek. Great comms there from XSET. I want to to the side XSET, and there's the spike plant now. Tig might have the sense this might be someone else here in the B main position, but Goes for the cross, takes down one, and not too much left for him to do. 3 versus 3 is second. Tries to create that presence from B main, trying to create problems for LG as they start to come back in.
Yeah, and more empty shots from B-Dog as well. You can't let this bonus go for free. You have to try to challenge this. There's the pop flash from second. Turns that into an easy first elimination, but it is traded away. 2v2 we go. SMG's on site, and they catch B-Dog swapping weapons. Also information on the Moose for the 1v1. Def in the back corner. Moose moving quickly. Swaps over to an SMG that only has 3 bullets. That's not going to get you a kill. And Def is able to clean things up. And the bonus successful for...
A line here for Cryo, able to hold on to this great angle with the operator. And it's going to catch B-Dog on the cross. There's another one. There's another 2 actually for him to try to get, but the flash comes through at the perfect timing as Cryo keeps going back to the well once again. Has support. They're baited into his teammates as Cryo comes back once again for the triple. And there's one left standing. Dazzle, 8 health and nothing. No play really available to him.
This is so problematic for Luminosity. They were struggling against version 1 at dealing with defensively version 1's play towards A. They've gotten that figured out. They adjusted in that match in particular to go 6-6, I believe it was, in the defensive half. But what they missed out...
The back line with that operator, so it's going to be very, very tough. Suppression Blade comes in. What a shot there from Cryo, as expected. Marved able to get some opening, but it's ultimately going to fail on Zekken. And there we go. It's across, and the spike is going to be planted.
Hunter's though late, trying to delay this plant. Not a lot of time on the clock. 8 seconds to play with, but no efficiency out of the Hunter's Fury at all. So 4v3 as XSET tries the 2-0 Luminosity. And the retake is looking like it wants to try to make its way over towards Tree. There's still so much utility here, though, for XSET. And as Def steps forward, the fragment creates a bit of a barrier between the both sides. And now it's down to Dazzle, 1v3. And he's been figured out topside heaven.
Yes, tough stuff. If a Dazzle making his way forward. Nice shock dart, but it is nothing compared to what XSET have to show. What a performance from them, taking down Luminosity, and they made it look convincing.
Oh, yeah.